welcome back to the channel. Today it's a 2026 330i, the G20.3 platform. So I believe this is one of the first 3 Series for model year 26 to arrive at our store. And it's finished in Dravit Grey, and you're able to tell it's got the M Sport package and M Sport Professional. So it's a fairly heavy in terms of build for the base 3 Series in the US market. So beginning up front with our headlights, I think pretty nice looking design for the daytime running lights. Dual headlight design and a cornering light there in the corner, plus shadowline lights. The grille blacked out because M Sport Professional. You can see the parking assistance camera there in between the grills. This one does not have the driving assistance or driving assistance pro package. So otherwise there would be a sensor in the middle of the grille. Moving over the side, we got the style 1038Is, and then we've got the red M Sport calipers and then floating center caps. Let's take a step back and take in Dravit Grey side profile. Of course, metallic paint, which has lots of flaking. It does have sort of like a gold or bronze hue to it in some light conditions, changing the color dynamically. And out back, we have a gurney flap there in high gloss black. And we've got 330i badging and our L-shaped tail lights. Down below, dual exhaust, and of course we have a very aggressive use of high gloss black for that diffuser. There's that rear 3/4 view. On this side, out of the sunlight, it's much more sort of like a medium darkish gray. But we're going to make our way inside, go over pricing and options on this 330i. And there's I think at least one new option that was available on the Canadian market i4s and basically the 4 Series Grand Coupes. All right, so opening up with the Turquoise Red perforated Sensitech. Door card, hardish plastic up here, and some Sensitech in the middle. Optional galvanic controls here. Down below, scratchy black plastic. And your standard seats on the 3 Series. So, Turquoise Red, you got some contrasting stitching. Fairly comfortable seat, and pretty well bolstered. Down below, just adjustment for lumbar support, because with the 3 Series, you do have to step up to leather in order to get side bolster adjustment. Plus a manually powered crumb catcher here. And we have M badging here on the door sill. All right, so in front of me, your standard M Sport steering wheel, which has a flat bottom, plus M badging. Controls on the left-hand side here for cruise control. Then you have shift paddles. In front of me, iDrive 8.5 live cockpit. Head-up display, which means it has premium package. The rest of the curved display here. Dashboard, hardish plastic up here. All right, the trim, not listed here on the build sheet or Monroney sticker. I'll have to drop an insert there to tell you what it is. I can't remember it off the top of my head. Got your vent controls, twist open and twist to close, and then more of the trim here in the center console, where you have new things. So, glass controls are now an option on 3 Series. So glass or crystal here for the start-stop button, drive selector nub, and iDrive controller. I think looks really nice. However, it is a little bit on the pricey side. It's $650, but it does look really good. Let me know what you think of the new, at least for the US market, glass controls. It was available on the Canadian market i4s for sure. I planned on ordering that on some of our i4s, and then for model year 26, it's an option. All right, starting price of the 2026 330i is $47,500. Dravit Grey is a premium paint. That's going to set you back $1,500. Sensitech is included. Shellline package for $1,100, and then $2,550 for the M Sport package. Parking assistance package for another $800. That does include the drive recorder now. Premium package for $1,950. Those glass controls for $650. $100 for the galvanic controls. Everything else to see here is included until we get on to the floating center caps and first aid kit. All told, MSRP for this particular example, $57,550. So a little bit on the heavy side, and that's really due to the paint and M Sport package, but I think it looks pretty good. All right, so move to the back. You do have comfort access in the rear doors. It's a Service Pack 18 thing, so no ultra wideband technology for the doors, which is why you have that. And here's the rest of the perforated, here's the rest of the Tacora red, which goes really well against Dravit Grey. So the moon shade is open. You can see the metallic flaking on the paint here. And here's a view of the cockpit from the back seat. Moon shade open. Out back, you have vent controls and a climate control zone for your rear passengers, plus 2 USB-C charging ports. Knee room, leg room, I'd say pretty good. And same with headroom. All right, so move to the back. And then part of the premium package does include the power tailgate. Here is the cargo area. It's a pretty good size. And of course, you can also fold down the rear seats for even more room. There's that power tailgate, or just kick the close. Now we're going to make our way to the front and pop the hood. So we take in more of Dravit Grey, with the sun hitting it finally. All right, so here's the B48 inline-4 2-liter turbo engine, the mild hybrid. So you get 255 horsepower and 295 torque, so plenty of power. Also, pretty decent fuel economy on the base 3 Series of the US market. See you at the next video.